Hey guys, this is Rick. Just giving you a quick update on what's going on. As you can see, I've created kind of my command center, so to speak. Used an old shoe shine box that the bottom was rotting out of, and did a little work on it. Turned the lid upside down, and basically got my controller wired in there, and got room for switches later on down the line as I start buildings, as far as lighting them up and so forth. I wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on. Pretty much everything else is about the same. I've been on vacation this past week, so really haven't had a lot of time to do anything, but I did get that box installed and the wiring done on it. As you can see, on number 977, Atlantic Coastline, she is running around the track and pulling a small consist. I don't know what, about 8, 10, about 12 cars. This is the first locomotive I bought. Bought that in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina back, oh man, November, it'll be 2 years ago. And she is wired for DCC, which I'm not running, even though this controller I've got will run sound decoders. So therefore, I will be later on down the line putting in a sound decoder. And as you can see, everything seems to be running fine. I do have two little problems, and I'll tell you about them real quick. Oh, by the way, a friend of mine's son, in fact the guy that got me into this hobby, painted that for me. Basically, I've got it sheetrocked, or nailed a sheet of sheetrock, and I nailed it to the door, the back of the door. It's basically kind of my swamp area. I'm going to be extending this downward and putting my piling bridge in later on. But, I just had to have something against that back door as a backdrop. Real happy with it. Had planned on going with more dead vegetation, but he come in there and brought in something. I told him just go with what he felt like doing, and he came in here with more greenery. And can't say that I don't like it. I'm just looking forward to getting this cut out and putting my box in so I can drop down the piling bridge in there. But well, as you can see, as the train's going across, not a bad job. I'm happy with it, and he's not on Train Life, but Andrew, I do appreciate the work that you did on it. Anyway, as you can see here, I do not have this fully wired yet. I've got the wires run. I've just got to put some kind of quick plug, quick connect plug in there, bury it somewhere in the side there where I can just plug it in and out. But this is the problem I've got. This turnout right here. Doubt you can see it, but right there, that piece there, one of the rails is not attached to it. So when I go to shift it from one side to the other, it leaves one rail behind. Kind of disappointed. This is a Atlas switch, and not quite sure what I'm going to do. It's only nailed down, so I can take it up, and I'm going to have to switch it out one way or the other unless somebody has got an idea as far as some kind of fix. Thought about trying to do a little soldering, but anyway, we'll worry about that later on down the line. There is one other little problem. It's right in here with my Pico switch. Don't know if you can see it, but right in there, this is a little bit taller than this, so it's got a little ridge, and when it tries to come, it's got the rails kicked up, so it catches and derails depending on which rail it's coming into. I think it's this rail right here that if it's coming this way it derails. If it's going the back way, it doesn't have a problem with. So I'm going to have to take that up, kind of sand it down and smooth it out. Rookie mistake, but hey, I'm a newbie, so be. But other than that, everything else is running fine. On my other switches, other areas, everything's looking good. And as you can see, on 977, she's just huffing and a puffing and hauling the cars around with no effort. I do have a Super Duty that an SD40-2 that Roger Jordan built for me. Oh, I don't even remember how long ago. Probably about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe even a little longer. That I love and that runs on here great also. I'll have to get a video of that a little later. Let me pause this real quick because I did promise somebody something in the next video I shot. So bear with me just a second. Okay, we're back. I owe an apology to Jeff Bennett on Train Life. Jeff, I'm sorry. I told you that I'd post this. Jeff sent me these 2 cars, oh, I don't know how long back. It's been probably 5-6 months ago. And I told him I'd post pictures. I told him that I'd show it in one of my videos, etc., etc., and I never did. And I promised him the next video that I made, I would show the 2 cars that he had sent me. One being a Swift refrigerator line car, and the other, as you can see, a U.S. Army car with the spotlight or searchlight. Jeff, you were asking if, you know, the thing worked. And let me get my old 977 running here again. And I don't even have to get it running. Jeff, you asked if it worked, if the spotlight worked. And yes, it does, sir. I guess you can see that right there. Let me, as you can see, the power on, and it does come on. Power off, and on. So Jeff, there you go. Yes, sir, it does work. I'm sorry that it's taken this long to post this, but I promised you that I would do it on this next video, and there you go. Alright guys, I'm going to get out of here. Between mowing in the yard all day and trimming up and everything, and my leg I'm still having problems with, and been out here and trying to get this box done for past hour and a half. I've had it. I'm going inside, get me a shower, kick my heels up, probably get on Train Life, and that's pretty much it for the rest of the evening. Now, one thing I did want to say about this MRC Tech 6, as you can see down at the bottom, you can put a handheld controller to walk around with. As you notice, it says Sound Controller 2.0. This will operate all 26 sounds of a DCC decoder. I don't know how well you can see, or if you can even see it. It's kind of... Anyway, you see a yellow light lit up, that's standard mode. There's a red light to the left of it that says dual. On dual mode, it will operate the sound decoder and run the engine as far as DC, you know, under DC instead of DCC. Don't ask me how it's done, but it does work. I had a friend of mine bring a locomotive over to try it, and it did work, so I just got to get me some decoders and get them in my engines. But I am looking forward to that. That's the best of 2 worlds. Those who'd like to run DC only, but miss the sounds of on board, well, there you go. You need to give it a shot. Anyway, and there's no programming to it. So, hey, you can't argue with that. Alright guys, I'm getting out of here. I appreciate you watching. You know, hopefully I'll be able to post more later on after I get maybe this thing here done. I think this is going to be my next thing that we'll be working on, is redoing this whole bridge area and getting the switch or the plug put into there. So take care. I'll be posting this YouTube later tonight and trying to get it on Train Life also. So until then, we'll catch you on either one, Train Life or YouTube. Thanks for watching.